Hello there, I'm Vine and today I have for you a video about habitat optimization. This is an add-on to my 3-planet builds which, even if they can be used for habitats, don't cover some issues that Void Dweller empires might have. So today we address them. Of course, this guide requires knowledge of planet builds, mine or your own design. So, if you don't have any experience, I'm leaving the trio of my builds in the description below. Watch them first and come back here later. For all others, let's start with the first issue – resource districts. On regular planets, we typically have a lot of them, and if not, we can build district extender buildings. On habitats, on the other hand, yeah, we can find some system with good deposits that make habitats rich. But more often than not, we are gonna end up with barely 3 resource districts in each one. This creates necessity for generalization of resource districts, especially if we happen to not find any systems that can provide us with proper mining and energy districts. At least initially, due to one significant exception. So, let's get started. Urban districts. They are the same as the planet ones in almost every aspect beside the upkeep and lack of resource support specializations. I've made 3 videos on builds using those, so I'm not gonna tell you what to do here. Specialize or generalize them how you wanna. Our focus today goes to resource districts, starting with the power farm zone that provides both energy and food. Must-have designation here is solar farming based specialization to produce both goods. Of course, if your build doesn't use food, just go for standard energy generation instead. Then, we build 2 output bonus buildings to cover both farmers and technicians equally. Then finish with voltaic production yard for plus 200 technicians, as energy generation is typically more important than food production. Next is mineral extraction, the most boring one and habitat hidden champion of resource production. More on that later. In initial phases of empire development, we can build it up alongside other generalized districts and just put mineral purification plants there for the bonus. Don't get used to them though, as almost definitely we will be destroying them later. And the last one is the research zone on research districts that are unique for habitats. No matter the habitat, always use research enclave specialization here, as others can be used normally on urban districts, but this one only here. So no matter the build, research enclave goes on research specialization. Then we build here in order: data-driven theorem facility, research supply depot, and research institute. This provides us with optimal distribution of bonuses, with percentage upkeep reduction from supply depot before upkeep increase from institute. Also, it conserves POPs for urban districts. But if your empire lacks sufficient specialized research habitats, or you are generalizing not only resource districts but also the urban ones, switch the research institute for regular research labs to increase the number of researchers. For now, resource districts are covered. Again, keep in mind that this generalization is mainly for situations where there are not enough resource-rich systems to use proper specialized habitats or dual habitats, or when you are generalizing our habitats by default. Now, let's talk about habitat mineral districts and the one feature that is exclusive to them. By building arc furnace in the system, we spawn additional mineral deposits in it. And guess what? They count to the limit of local habitats mineral districts, so sufficient specialized mining habitats are not RNG dependent. and can be built in any run by simply combining both structures within one system. This is why I've mentioned destroying the mineral part of generalized habitats. They might be useful initially, but with time they won't be needed, as their workers can be resettled to proper mining habitats. Use this combo whenever you can, even if you are generalizing everything, as dual habitat that combines unlimited mining districts with heavy industry is very useful for void dwellers and for endgame ship spamming. For my last optimization tip, I left specialized research habitats. Although technically this is a dual habitat that went for the research production 2 times. As you can see in here, in essence I'm just using one of my previous planet builds, but with the research enclave specialization and research labs moved to research districts. So again, I'm not gonna dwell on this too much. The tip is in urban specializations. Habitats cannot use research enclaves here, so we have to use alternatives. And there are 2 that depend on the number of available research districts. If the number of research districts is lower than 6, use archive specialization for urban districts, as alongside bureaucrats they will supplement habitat with additional researchers. But if the number of research districts is 6 or greater, it is better to go for urban expansion to save on the number of districts and increase housing. It also may open for us an option to use proper dual production with energy generation or mining for rich systems. That's all my add-ons to my planet builds. Now it's time for evaluation. Both in multiplayer and single player, those are essential. If you are using any planet builds, those optimization tips are essential for proper Void Dweller gameplay and are useful in both multiplayer and single player. As for the roleplay, it's Void Dweller's life. Technically, I'm focusing here only on mechanics, but surprisingly, optimization issues like that would be a part of real Void Dweller experience. Need for self-sufficiency and alternative solutions due to living only in space? It's something that future Void Dwellers would be concerned about. Anyway, what do you think about these tips? Write your opinion in the comments, remember to visit channel's Discord, and see you later!